Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a special video, which is 5 tips on how to begin cosplaying, I guess is what the video is going to be called. I don't really know, I haven't figured out a name yet. Oopsie daisy. But anyways, con season is coming up. I just bought my ticket to Anime North. Are you guys going? Let me know in the comments because I'm going and I'm so excited. But I thought this would be a good video to film and share with you guys in case you were thinking about cosplaying, because I know some people have talked to me about it and they're like, I really want to start cosplaying but I don't know where to start or how to do it, and I'm like, don't worry. I'm here for you to give you 5 easy tips and tricks on how to start cosplaying, and they're probably going to be very simple and you're probably going to be like, wow Rose, you totally didn't need to explain that to us, but nevertheless, here I am doing it anyways. So let's go with tip number, am I going to do 5 to 1? Or tip number 1, and that is choose a character that you are passionate about. Because if you choose a character that you're not passionate about, then it's going to be a tough job. Because if you just pick someone that you're like, I'm just going to pick this one because they're popular, or I'm just going to pick this one because I think they're kind of cool but I don't really care about them, then I feel like you might have a little bit of a hard time. Because I know personally, I love No-Face, and that is my favorite cosplay, and I put the most amount of effort into my No-Face cosplay because I truly care about the character and I feel passionate about them, and I'm like, I want this to look good. But if it's just a character that I don't feel, you know, I've had cosplans where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cosplay this character, but then I never do because I'm like, they're alright. And I just feel like you put more effort and you care more about characters that you actually feel passionate about rather than characters you just pick because, you know, I feel like if you pick a character that you're actually invested in and you feel passionate about and you love, then you have more drive to really make an awesome cosplay and to do your best and to make sure you look good and to actually enjoy what you're doing. So that is definitely my first tip, is to pick a character you feel passionate about because it really helps in doing what you're gonna do. Tip number 2 is do your research and be realistic, because that is something that you should always kind of remember slash it should just be there in your mind. But definitely hundo P, do your research, because you want to know how you're gonna make the thing, what you're gonna make, how long it's gonna take. If you're gonna be doing this heavy set armor thing, like heavy armor set, okay, I guess I'm mixing up my words now. You need to know what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it, what you need. And the realistic part of this tip is, do you honestly think you can do it? I'm not saying don't try, because like I'm all for going, trying, doing whatever you want to do, but like be realistic. If you don't think you can make a giant armor piece, then like try something easier. And this is in terms of like stages of being a cosplayer. If you're just beginning out, like it's really cool to have ambitions and to like have that drive, but if you honestly don't think you can make it, maybe try something a little bit easier, because you might get discouraged if the first cosplay you ever make you can't do it. I've had troubles in the past where I've been like, oh, I'm gonna make this sick armor set, and then it doesn't turn out sick, and I'm like, why am I cosplaying? You know, baby steps, baby steps. I feel like this is like a really depressing, like, don't try new things, but I'm just being like, just be realistic in what you can do and in what you can achieve in the time that you have, kind of thing, and in your abilities. If you think you're gonna fail right off the bat, then maybe you should try something a little easier. I don't know if this tip makes sense. It made a lot more sense in my head, but do your research, main thing. Figure out what you need to do. Write it down in a book. Write out all the things you need. That is tip number 2. Actually, just kidding. Another part of tip number 2 of doing your research is look for references. A lot of cosplayers have their own Instagram pages, have their own Tumblrs, that they do a lot of work vlogs or cosplay tutorials. So like definitely go check them out. Your favorite cosplayer probably might do that, I don't know, they might have a YouTube channel. There's many different YouTube channels, many different Tumblr pages that do really great jobs of explaining how to do different cosplay things. Really, if you have cosplayers that you look up to, check it out. Maybe they have their own Tumblr of cosplay related tutorials and stuff. So definitely be sure to look at other cosplayers, and I'm not saying copy them, I'm saying look for them for inspiration and guidance. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Sick. Tip number 3 kind of goes along in with tip number 2 of doing your research, but it's plan accordingly. Plan. I know a lot of cosplayers joke about con crunch, but it's like a serious thing. People always leave it until the last minute and they're like, I'm con crunching, and it's literally the morning of the con. But if you want to avoid the con crunch stress, plan. Planning is key to success. I don't know why I said that. It just seemed like a good thing to say, but planning really does help in doing a con. And like I said in tip number 1, doing research, like plan what you need to do, how you need to do it, how long you think it's gonna take, because it just helps overall with any stress and any time management things you need to deal with. So planning is always a good thing. Tip number 4 is gather your materials ahead of time. And materials can mean anything from the things you need to make the cosplay, from wigs to makeup to lenses, especially lenses and wigs and stuff, because a lot of people order those online, right? And you never know how long shipping's gonna take. Maybe your wig is gonna catch on fire. Who knows? You need to have time to have a wig sent to your home safely, with lots of time for you to be like, wow, this is my wig. It's not the right color. I need a new one. Or, wow, this is my wig. I need to style it. Or, wow, this is my wig. It's not the night before the con and I need to style it and do everything, and I'm not freaking out because I thought I wouldn't get it. You know? It's good to gather your materials ahead of time so that you have time to just relax. It's just good to not do things last minute and to get your materials and your wigs and your lenses beforehand so that you don't have to stress about it. And it's actually there. If you go into a makeup shop and you're like, I need fuchsia black lipstick, I don't know, this random color popped into my head and it wasn't a color, and they don't have it, then you're gonna stress and panic about it, you know? So it's good to get your materials and stuff beforehand so that you're not stressing. Main point. All my tips are just don't stress. Sick. My last and final tip number 5 is have fun. It's such a cheesy, lame tip that everyone always includes, I'm pretty sure. But honestly, have fun with your cosplay, because the more fun you have, the more fun it's gonna be. Did that make sense? Who knows? But just honestly, have fun. Have fun making it, because if it's just like work and you're not enjoying it, then I don't know, what's the point? Because I don't know, I cosplay for fun. I have fun when I'm cosplaying. It's a fun thing to do for me, and if it wasn't fun, I wouldn't do it. Even if your first cosplay is a horrible disaster, don't give up. There's always a second chance, you know? Round 2, let's go. I don't know how to explain this point other than just have fun with it. I don't know, guys, I'm so bad at explaining feelings sometimes, but I just want you to know that you should have fun while cosplaying, and if you don't, then come cosplay with me and we'll have all the fun. But yeah, that's my last tip, I guess. That was explained horribly. Have fun! Okay, that's it for my video. Hope that made sense. Probably didn't, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I will try my best to respond to all of you guys. Also, I have Twitter and an Instagram. On my Instagram is where I post most of my cosplay stuff, except I haven't posted in a while because I haven't had a chance to cosplay in a while. But anyways, you can contact me on Twitter or Instagram as well. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You're all amazing, wonderful people, and yeah, I make a bunch of videos a week, and bye!